Hey there, FlossTube. This is Cathy, the hands-on designer. I'm coming at you on a Monday night with a very special guest.
Bill, Mr. Hands-on Design.
I'm so thrilled that he's going to be in this video with me. It's been a while.
It's been quite a while.
Bill has been down here this evening. It's a Monday night when we're filming this. He's been down in the studio helping me get ready for my next travel. You're not coming with me this time.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed because we've only been home a couple weeks now from Needlework Galleria. And so I guess first off, we'd like to start the video by saying thank you to everybody who came to Needlework Galleria.
It was great to meet everybody.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
So many stitchers. Our room was... I actually got kicked out of our room at one point. I kept trying to help people find charts and how are you and find charts and how are you and find charts. And then I realized I was out of the room.
I went to ask you a question. I looked around and I was like, where did she go?
It was crazy. Met so many floss tubers, many stitchers and fans, people that watch. Let's see. So I taught a class. That was Pumpkins on a Roll. This is the little class that I did. You open it up and it's a little needle book, needle roll, kind of something like that. And let's see what else. We had class. Oh, we did the round robin. I love this piece. This is, round robin is when you don't know what designers you're going to get, but you sign up for an evening and there could be 4 designers or 5 designers and you get a little limited edition kit. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know which designers you're going to have. It's kind of fun. It's kind of mysterious, but I just love this one. It says, with this needle, ivy thread. I thought it was kind of funny. But the joke was that it was we get 15 minutes to talk to the stitchers, and I said it was the world's quickest finishing class. So that was a fun piece. And we had a couple of other little fun kits available. This is just a small commercial. I told everybody in a video, or excuse me, in a newsletter that anything left special kit wise from Galleria would be available on my website by October 1st. And sure enough it was. And there's still a few pieces left. Chart packs, Present Blessing. And I Count You, and also the fun little kit, Very Merry. So be sure to check out the online, hands-online section on the website. All right, do you want to play Vanna from here on out?
Sure thing.
Okay, so after we came back from Galleria, right away we had 2 new releases. And I'm going to kind of do them out of order. The first one I'm going to talk about will be the next Farmhouse Chalk. Do you want to hold the big one up? And those of you should know that this is that's the collaboration that I do with Priscilla Blaine. She draws the chalk drawing and then I take it and I turn it into cross stitch. So I know you've seen this. Sorry, I'm kind of late to the party with some of this, but we're just now getting to a chance where we can do a floss tube about it. So, so lots of ghosts and goats. Everybody's been asking for a goat. What is with goats?
I'm not sure.
But they're awful darn cute. I love this one. When I sent Priscilla the chart for her to stitch hers, I said, you've got the world's smallest cross-stitch chicken on that goat. So again, this is the fun one. You can take bits and pieces of it and just kind of do, if you don't want to do the large piece, but the bottom portion would make a nice vignette. The house would make a nice vignette. I just love, I don't know, I love the fact that we finally got a Halloween one. So of course, with that's the sampler, the large piece. And I just noticed this is the all collegiate edition of FlossTube. Bill and I are both Hokies.
Go Hokies.
And sorry to Miami fans. And then BVU was where my son went to, our son went to school. So anyway, we're not sponsored, I should say. Okay, so here's the sign for Jack-o'-lantern Junction Farm. I just love that bunting across the top. So this comes in the chart, and this has to be one of my favorites. The little small. So remember with the Farmhouse Chalk series, you get the sampler, the sign, and then this is the small. And on this one I did, I used the letter buttons from Just Another Button Company. They've packaged them up for you. So if you want to do that, you can just order the boo buttons just like that. I have been wanting to use these letter buttons forever, and I've just held myself back because they didn't have them available just as single buttons like that. And finally I said, I don't care. And so I used them anyway, and I wrote them an email and said, hey, what do you guys think? Are you okay with this? And they're like, wow, good timing. We're just listing those on the website. So I did a little fabric on the bottom. This is a little wool felt bunting, and then I kind of used the same. I did my little finish on the back, and put a couple more pieces of wool felt. And of course, you guys know I love my baker's twine. Did you know that I like baker's twine?
Yeah, and I know exactly where it is at the store.
Yes, he does. So that was Jack-o'-lantern Junction Farm. And the next release that we did was Cranberry Christmas. You guys, I have been waiting to do this. This piece has actually been designed for quite a while. I'm so excited that I finally got to release it. The chart itself comes with, it's kind of a larger design. It's stitched on 32 count Weeks Dye Works Cocoa. Just a nice neutral beige fabric. It's stitched with, do you want to show that? The Sulky 12 weight cotton Petites. So it's got a nice Christmas palette. So even if you get it just for this particular chart, a lot of your Christmas designs, your holiday designs, you're going to be able to use the same colors because you have a ton of yardage on there. I really like the Sulkies. I've used them before. A lot of you are starting to use them, and I've had, some good comments. People really like them. So the pillow is kind of fun. I don't know. It's everything I love about Christmas. It's the colors, it's cranberries, and then I did a fun little finish on the back. I used this isn't a true ticking fabric for the pillow. It's more of a printed ticking. I just really liked the color went. And then again, I did that. I'm going to talk about that more a little bit. The finish on the pillows, where I talked about it in the previous video, where I cut the back open. I sew all around all four sides and then cut the back open, and then you got to kind of decorate the back just so it doesn't look unfinished. Yeah, exactly. So what kind of happened, I actually had Cranberry Christmas designed. Actually, I had this one designed for a while. Don't you remember when I showed it to you?
It's been a while.
And so a lot of times on my board, there's the main design, and then all the little motifs are kind of off to the side of the monitor. And so I ended up with all these extra little motifs. Then it's like, well, what should I do with them? So I thought it would be fun to make some ornaments out of them, because I don't know if you follow me on social media at all, you kind of know that I like decorating some Christmas trees. And so I can always have, here, you want to hold those too? And you, obviously.
We're jingling along.
Oh boy, are we. Anyway, so just a word about this, about these shaped little ornaments. There are, pull them down just a little bit so we can see your lovely face. But there are templates. It's late, guys. It's been a long week and we're a little goofy. But anyway, there are templates already listed on the website under tutorials for the shapes, for the circle and for the rounded edge rectangle, and then kind of for this arch shape. So if you work on 32 count, you can go ahead and print those off and use those for finishing. Now I did a little something different with these ornaments. You know, they're flat finished, but typically when I do an ornament, I do mat board on the front piece, and then also mat board or like a comic board, cardboard on the back. And then I, you know, have my batting in there, and I lace my ornaments. I actually, okay, I'm gonna fully credit Mr. Hands-On Design here. He was kind of helping me, following me, not chasing me, but following me through the store when I was looking for the perfect trim. You know, I had something in mind, and you're good, because I said, I want that trim that's like, you know, it's like this, and it's just kind of like that, and you're like, I know exactly what you mean. I don't know if you knew exactly what I meant, because that's not what we ended up with.
No.
Actually, we couldn't find it.
It was not available.
So we had gone to several craft stores, and you found this lovely velvet trim. It's a 1/4 inch wide, and it's so pretty. So immediately, as soon as you pointed that out to me, I went, I know how I'm going to finish this. So I used the same red and white stripe ticking like fabric on the back, but instead of using a thinner mat board, I actually laced the front part of the ornament onto just a regular foam core. So they're real lightweight. So I used foam core for the front. There's 2 layers of batting. The back is actually I use like a comic board, like a not quite like a chipboard. Some people call it a chipboard. It's cardboard. It's cardboard. That's what it is. But it gave it a little bit thicker. It's not bulky. But then what I was able to do was use that that velvet on the side, and I just think it just really kind of adds to it. I just love it.
Turned out nice.
It did. And then of course I had to include my bell and my little touch of gingham. I like mixing patterns like this. And so then closer look, you've got a Christmas tree. And you want to know something? That's not even glued on. It's just actually wound around the edge, and it's held in the place in the bottom with a red-headed pin. So just super easy, just a little something different to give it just a slightly different look. I just love that red velvet trim. We did get the red velvet trim at Michael's. It was like $9.99. Go in with your friends. It was like $9.99 a spool, and they don't have all their Christmas stuff out yet.
They didn't at that time.
Yeah, so maybe they do now. But grab your coupon and a couple of friends, because there's a lot of yardage on one of those. So there you go. Cranberry Christmas. Oops. All right. So I actually am taking off. This is Monday night, so we'll probably load this tomorrow. I take off what? Wednesday?
Wednesday morning.
So Wednesday I'm heading to Salty Yarns in
Ocean City, Maryland.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody knows where I'm going. This was actually not originally on the teaching schedule, but she had a cancellation, and she called me, and she was a little desperate for a teacher, and I was a little desperate for a delay of a special project I'm working on with them. So we kind of scratched each other's back, and do you want to show those? We're going to show these really quickly. And this is a class that I said if I can teach a class that I've already taught this year, that I could definitely do it. So I'm going to teach the shaped finishing. These are Halloween chalk. I just love these fun little designs. I love that shriek, eek, squeak. And I've got my eyes on you. So I've been getting a ton of emails. I did post about it earlier this week. I will be releasing the Halloween chalk as a chart in time. Probably look for it kind of mid to late summer to get it done in time for next year's your Halloween finishing for next year. Just fun little designs. I'm looking forward to seeing the gals at Salty Yarns. I already know some people that are going to be there, so it'll be kind of fun to see them again, and it'll be lots of fun. I get to be at the beach and
it's supposed to snow here on Friday. Didn't work that one very well.
See, you should be coming with me.
I should be. Yes, I should.
Anyway, so real quick video, and I'm going to attach actually something that I filmed a couple days ago, just another little tutorial after my last tutorial where I talked about the little pillows, like putting on the pleated twill tape from Lady Dot. I had a lot of questions about how I do that closing of the pillows. Like say with this one, I sew, you know, when you do right sides together, I sew around all 4 sides, and then you pick the back up and you cut through that, turn it, and that way you don't have to do that whole slip stitch close there, but you do need to close up your back. So I shot a quick little demo of how I often close the back of this because I had so many questions about it. So I'm going to join those 2 videos up, and thank you for joining me this time.
Thank you for having me.
I'm sorry, we're probably both a little goofy and a little tired. It's
time for dinner.
It's time for dinner. I'm not even going to tell you what time it is right now. So, but thank you so much. Make sure you check out the website for the any limited kits that might be left. And hopefully I'll be seeing you at a class real soon. And in the meantime, enjoy the stitch. Bye-bye.